Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mav and welcome to our cozy channel. This channel has been a very exciting experimental challenge for me in my mental brain as I've been doing this for over a decade now in variety gaming. And so I really have a place in my heart for magic and cozy and comfy and silly and fun and a little chaotic. Thank you so much for being here. This video, we're going to be chatting about Palia and their new roadmap that's going to be coming out soon, later in June. So if you're watching this, it's coming out in June. They announced officially animal husbandry. So shout out to Singularity 6 and Palia for today's video, because not only did they share information, I also got to hear more about it in the partner program. So I'm really glad to have been able to join that program. So hopefully I can share more and we'll be able to see more, and they'll kind of just keep this momentum. We just got Elderwood, which is wild. I'm currently working on some videos for that, but I kind of wanted to do this video impromptu and just say thank you so much for all the Palia love and all of the cozy love. I see your comments, I see everything, and I just want to say it's such a breath of fresh air having this other side of my heart. Obviously, I play action games and adventure games and strategy games, but there's just something about bringing it back to The Sims and to my OG gaming habits, and it's just so cool to see other friends play the same type of games that I play and also kind of dabble in variety too. So you'll be seeing lots of that. But here, it's going to be a lot of Sims, Palia updates, Tales of the Shire is coming, and I'm really excited. So this is kind of like a mini update for us as we share what's to come for Palia, which I'm really excited. Palia is a great game to play with everybody. We'll be doing plushie hunts, fishing, parties, and all kinds of things. And they've always done so well. So we're going to try to vote when is the best time for everybody and then play games together. So yeah. Okay, they did announce when we got our new game update, a little sneak peek mini dev blog. So we're going to kind of go through a lot of these things. So make sure you guys have a snack, have a fun drink, as this is really bright on my face. First things first, Twitch drops. These have been awesome. No notes, honestly, other than like cosmetics. I wish we would do like a cosmetic again, but we're going to be streaming tons this week, all day today, all day tomorrow, all evening Friday. And then it's going to go till June, which is kind of amazing. So that'll be great because a lot of people are going to be bopping around looking at the new mini dev blog and anticipating news. So you do kind of get a lot of stuff. Drops inventory. So I think all you have to do, you don't have to connect if you are playing on PlayStation or Xbox. I think we debunked that. I think it's just connecting your Palia to your Twitch account and then you have them, which is so exciting, which I need to download this on my console. I've just been at my PC the whole time. Okay, here's the blog. Look at this Ormu, stinky guy. Mini dev blog roadmap coming soon. Very exciting. We are going to look at patch notes after this. I think it deserves a moment and it's going to take a minute. And so we're going to take this downtime to check it out. And then they said, we know you're all busy exploring Elderwood, but we wanted to drop in a brief update. Palia is now a title that we plan to continue supporting for years to come, and for a very long time, the Elderwood expansion has been the North Star we've been steering towards. They're going to be releasing this in June. Some things include, so for patch 0.192, which we were chatting earlier, there are quite a bit of patches to come, especially if Elderwood is 191, like that's, and 192, Radiance Rising, next update 192, which is the animal husbandry. Discover quests in Elderwood for the treasure quest line, ability to unlock your very own courier pet for free. A new dynamic event within Elderwood where players can acquire plants to grow their own housing plots. Palium storage, more storage, new plushies, glamorous. Wait, like glamping? Decor set, nameplates, and other surprising includes particularly quacky recipe. This is called a pecky, little chicken. They said Palia development roadmap beyond patch 0.192. Get excited to be introduced to some cuddly new friends. And for once, we're not talking about new plushies. We're utterly excited to keep the momentum by going and deliver one of our most highly requested gameplay features, animal husbandry. So stay tuned. They will share the development roadmap this June. So development roadmap is kind of a big deal because they kind of are telling you what to expect for the next couple of years. Typically it's the next couple of years, or at least the next year in quarterly fashion. So, but if we think about how long it took from this major update from the last biggest update, it's been a minute. So hopefully they can release things a little bit more regularly now that there's like a bigger game that everyone can dive into. Okay. Officially on PlayStation and Xbox, which I need to download it immediately. New region, new story, artifacts and relics, relic buffs for the whole party, which is really exciting. Which I think that's kind of the vibe you got when you were unlocking it with, what's her face? Critters, huntables, infected essence, which is really smart. All right, patch notes. Patch notes 0.191, the Elderwood expansion. Notice how they called it an actual expansion. So there might be big updates and big patches, but expansion typically means kind of an all new gameplay experience vibe, update, like a whole new game. Like you really couldn't go back to the other version. So expansion is a great term, especially for an MMO that is definitely code for lots of stuff. Welcome to Elderwood. Step into an ancient overgrown forest teeming with magic in the Elderwood expansion. Palia's biggest update to date. Explore the new adventure zone. Okay, lots of things are coming. New features updates. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. Premium store updates. We're just gonna keep going through. This is gonna be a little bit in order, and things are gonna be included like the new features, which is what I want to look at. New map, new chapter, villager. The new villager is joining. Introduction to the infected essence, which is the new currency to kind of unlock craftable items throughout the world, which that does highlight in the map. We also saw new gatherables, new type of wood, elder wood, changes to mining, making Palium a more abundant resource and introducing dedicated mining nodes for gold and silver, which we mined silver this morning. Bearded found silver, and that vein looks crazy. It definitely looks different. So if you're looking for gold or silver, silver is in Kilma, gold is in Bahari. They're going to look different. Very different. New fish, including some ferocious sharks, which I have not been able to catch a shark yet. I'm not that good. New garden crops found. So far the beans and the pumpkin. New set of cooking recipes to make use of everything in Elderwood. It is interesting how they're adding buffs. So there is a potion station, Tamala's potion station. You can purchase a potion with the corrupted essence or infected essence, and then you can actually forage. So you can't actually just go out and forage. You have to have a timer or a buff, which is interesting because that mechanic is very encounter, like MMO encounterable. Like in an MMO, you want your buffs on during like a raid or like a dungeon or like an action encounter, not necessarily foraging. But since there's no real like combat in this game yet, that's really interesting that they put that timer on, especially when there is buff things like the hunter horn and things like that that have timers specifically. I don't know. I thought that was interesting how they used their current mechanic for that. It definitely will make people decide like what kind of their resources they want to use, and like the resource management is gonna be good. Okay. Search for artifacts and relics. Welcome to Elderwood. Okay, so we did the final quest, so that will be up as well. So if you're looking for what happens in the last quest line, we do go through all the vaults. But this is really cool. Main story chapter and side quests. Players that are all caught up in the main story will see things kick off immediately when they log in on Elderwood opening cinematic. You can go to the Elderwood zone, but I highly recommend you level up and actually like play the game. It's going to be hard to gather materials because it is a continuation and it is kind of a contested area. It's kind of a stinky place. Tamala's potion shop is here. Anti-slime potions. Part of a quest. Sabira's shop is here. Something wicked. Wait, I love that. Will allow you to purchase some grab bag items. And then our new character friend. We don't really know him just yet, but he definitely is going to be someone that we will know a lot about. The world update. Lots of villagers are coming into Elderwood, which is really cool. They're not just auto being put into the zone. There's like actually a story. And when you have your quest, you can go talk to them and then they come into the forest and then you kind of figure it out together, which is very cute. All materials found in Elderwood have been added to weekly wants. So much like any other MMO, there are weeklies. Not so much dailies, but weeklies. So every week you want to make sure you do stuff with friends, like make food, hunt, fish, gather new materials as gifts. So people might want some new Elderwood materials as gifts. So all their little schedules too. Okay. You know what I would love to see? I know that they all patrol around, but like Stardew, I would love to see like, I think because they are bringing dynamic Elderwood events that happen in the game, it would be cool to see villagers doing something together, because in Stardew, every Thursday morning they're doing like jazzercise. It would be really cool to see them interact with each other in this way, where if it's like Friday night, they are at the inn or they're somewhere having a party, then you can kind of chat with everyone there and experience that together. I actually think, what was the other, there's another game that does that actually. Oh my gosh, it's like a Stardew, but it's like the sprightly pixely one. It does that too. Elderwood decor set. These are actually ways to get more decor, like rare decor. Umbran shrine decor. You find these lotuses around the world and then you can put them on the altars. There are a ton of them and they require 1 or 2. I haven't seen any require more than that. Hidden throughout Elderwood from various main story guide to purchase tomorrow's store. And pixie schmoles, which are the little mushroom guys. Rummage piles. Each real world day, players can find 2 rummage piles hidden in Elderwood. These locations are the same for every player each day. So just like the Palia rummage pile website, they will probably add this because you can find treasure everywhere. And then artifacts and relics, the sisters, the twins, Eloisa and Kaleri, the nerdy sisters, they are working together. And I quite enjoy this version. Instead of having just like a room, like a community zone thing, it's kind of nice to see. A cooler way to turn stuff in a different setting and size. Hi, good morning. We're chatting patch notes while the game is down. Bright eye amulets, idols, lanterns. You get Eloisa bucks, which I think it's so cute. I also love the term pixie because generally pixie is like fairy, but in this game it's like flutter butterfly area. Enchanted rune stones. New nameplates. For players who really want to show off their prowess, you can unlock a unique nameplate by leveling up every relic up to tier 4. I need it. I need way more. I have no nameplates. It's time to gather nameplates. Okay, mining. Pallium is now exclusively found in Elderwood and is an abundant in the Elderwood as iron is abundant in Bahari. Because pallium is significantly easier to acquire, we're increasing the amount of pallium bars necessary to craft exquisite tools. And the XP value for pallium nodes have also been adjusted to increase availability. All right, white stone is an uncommon drop from Elderwood. Can be refined to slabs. Hodori sells this for the recipe for the slabs. And then platinum. A new type of ore, platinum, can now be found in rare, dedicated nodes across Elderwood. Platinum ore can be refined into platinum bars. I don't think I have found platinum yet. Mining level 10. I have not seen platinum. That might be in the other zones I have not seen, maybe. But maybe we're going to get platinum tools. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Fear not. We've been very happy with the gameplay experience around Pallium and are going to replace it with the new dedicated nodes for silver and gold. You can now chase the material for that honey lure. So we are going to need to hunt for silver and gold. And I think you should use the node finder for that. Because they're going to be hard. We literally found one and I had to go to Bearded's zone. Silver is in Kilima. They'll drop some star stones as copper nodes. Silver nodes will drop the same star stones as copper nodes. Okay, so rarely found in Kilima, and then gold is rarely found in Bahari. The ore compass has been updated to work with all of the above changes and will now track the following mining nodes: silver, gold, and platinum. Large size stone. Size stones, white stone, copper, iron, and pallium. So I think we should always have one on, if I'm being honest. Foraging. New type of wood, new type of flowers. We found the orchid, lotus, the elderflower. It's quite hard to find. I don't know if I've found the elderflower, actually. Floatfish mushroom, staircase mushroom. The mushroom leather, we have that. Elder clam mushroom. You can open them and find a black pearl. I didn't know that. Elder clam mushroom meat can be used in any cooking dish. Flotato, butterfly bean. Occasionally can be found, can be grown in the garden. The dowsy rod will track them. There are 2 accomplishments. So like achievements. Okay. Honey can be gathered from beehives on pine trees in Bahari Bay, which I haven't seen. And then kapu nuts can be found in ancient trees. Oh, honey can be gathered in beehives on pine trees in Bahari Bay and Elderwood. So you'll see more honey. Wait, I love that. I'm glad they're adding bees. Hunting creatures. The Ogopu, stinky guy. He's feisty. He shoots at you. The hunting horn will track the wave back one. Ogopu meat can be used as fish replacement. Scale, emerald scale. And then there are plushies. Wait, is that the plush you found? I think this is the plush. And then here's the schmoll. These schmolls, you have to shoot them, actually. Hi, good morning. Snacked up, yeah. Servers are back up. Oh, heck yeah. Global balance changes. Okay. Insect catching. The buzzy jar now tracks everything. So I think we're going to just need to track more stuff. But let's just make sure we found everything. The grumpy rockhopper, flamehorn rockhopper, will-o-wisp rockhopper, blushing butterfly, a sunburst butterfly, night shadow butterfly, drog beetle, blood beetle, cave pixie, veil pixie. Oh, here we go. Fish. Master Elderwood angler, ancient koi, angelfish, be not afraid, bronze bluegill, devilfish, Elleroo eel. There's a mermaid, a lake shark, moths, Majiri of war, midnight floatfish, mossy fin, Palian beta, pixie floatfish, saber-toothed anchovy. What? Yeah, we're definitely going to do a fishing party. A turnpike. This fish can go from 0 to 60 and complete a 90-degree turn at full speed. What? What is this fish? Wait, that's so funny. That's funny to me. Fishing rates have changed globally. Most fish required for night sky temple bundles are more likely to appear. When you're using glowworm, epic fish will be more likely to appear. Oh, hell yeah. Sushi recipes are more likely to appear. Void ray, unicorn fish, and ancient fish are more likely to appear. Storm ray, hypnotic moray, enchanted pufffish are less likely to appear. Dang. Okay. Gardening, cooking. 2x2, beans, and pumpkins. So those are the ones that are new. And we have a whole slew of recipes. Recipe locations. They're telling you the locations. Bean burger in Elderwood. Ani's room has the candied kapu nut recipe. Elderwood pie. Complete the little bumble pie quest. Flotato, fries and ketchup in Elderwood. Now, Neo's room for the fruit smoothie bowl. Eloise's room for the flotato. Najuma room for pumpkin curry and rice. Kenley's room for pumpkin pie. Reth's cooking store at level 8, pumpkin stew. Soon tofu with Reth. Spicy honey baked mujin with Eshi. And veggie chili with Chain's room. So you want to go to their rooms, actually. I want to save this. We got to find all these recipes. You have the wave back plush? I knew it. The rare little wave back plush. Okay, so here is the new. Oh my gosh, it's all purple. See, now that I'm blonde again, I'm really tempted to dye my hair purple. It's just like it's like our color. The Umbran decor set. Decor limit increased to 3,500 items. So many things. Elderwood decor set. Whimsy. And then additional decor. Wait, that's so pretty. What is that? Stable signs. Ogopu plush. Emerald Ogopu plush. Waveback Ogopu plush. Ogopu mounted trophy. Schmall plush. Elder Schmall plush. Pixie plush. So many plushes. I need to collect them all. Okay. Here's the map. Central Stable, Grove. Okay, we can't actually go through anywhere else. This is it. Lilac Cavern, Pass, Darkwood, Fallen. Interesting. Provide clear guidance on how to play Palia. So if you're looking to dive in, they've adjusted the learning curve of joining. That you get into home decor way earlier. So that's great. I know that they kind of just throw you in and just hope for the best. So it's good that they're having you decorate. Provide more guidance on how to learn various skills in the game, introducing improvements. Players now start with a broken down house to repair. Oh. Wait, that's so smart. Learning the ropes. That's really smart. Makeup, hair, skin creation. Makeup is here. Finally. They did mention something about makeup being something you can earn in game. I don't know if they're going to be sharing more about that, but you can do lipsticks and makeup, which is really cool. So you can have scars. I think I saw people, you can do this now in game. So I think I saw people have like war paint on their face. And then premium store, Rune Warrior outfits. I think that is what they sent us. There's starter pack. These are a steal. Like literally the founder pack is a steal. There are so many things. Oh, this is what they added. Mythic pack bearer. Just a warrior fairy outfit. Just warrior fae. And then Rune Warrior is cool. Look at this arm. And then look at this new bee pet. And gliders. Lots of bug fixes. Things disappearing. Underground black market. Crashing. Load screens. And then they are patching it right now. So the game is, I guess, up. Or are we back? We're back. Let's see if there's no new update for it. Okay. And we're back. So I'm excited. I can't wait to have a fishing party. We're for sure going to do one. Again. That's just part of it. It's way more fun to fish together. Wish you could delete your character and start over. I wish you could have multiple saves, but then I understand why you don't, because it's like a evolving world. But yeah, I wish I could change my in-game name. But it's just, you know. There are lots of things. Like there are things like I would love to. I wish there was a farm update where you can decorate with farm items. Like you could put apple trees in the world and decorate with crops that aren't real crops, but they're like decoration crops. So that way you kind of get more of the vibe if you wanted to be more of a farmer and have crops everywhere, or, you know, harvest season sort of stuff. That would be really cool. So I would love to see them elaborate more on like decorating stuff that we currently use. I know you can place things if you have a star and it's like crafted food, but you can't really put crops anywhere. So that would be a really fun update. But yeah,